touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 12 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
Here we go,
Off of play action, here's Smith. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the option left, it's Hurts. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. In motion right, that's Hardman. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts rolling to his right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Steps, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback,
fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's That's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Here's Jake Bailey now. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case,
in trouble, and he's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. That's to the former Cardinal and Raven. It's Hollywood Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 5. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively.
And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got it at the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup.
They'll set up to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
In motion right, that's Hardman.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown.
Puka Nacua.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Snowhawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. 1 more go for this offense in the first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Geno now to throw.
Toward the sideline, intercepted.
Picked off by Will Harris.
Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range.
Buying time to his left. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Jared Goff. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. Jaden Daniels, terrific in the victory, as his guys upped their mark to 4-1 now. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. We just watched a fine first half out of the mobile quarterback. That's Jalen Hurts. He had a touchdown pass in that first half, helping his guys to a halftime advantage. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. Out to his left. Got the connection with Higgins on the comeback pattern. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. One of the tight ends comes in motion. It'll be Hurts on the option. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Snowhawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Hurts will throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Nowhere to go that time.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
All right, second down, right back to Hunt. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Well, now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
Motion man is Shakir.
Now Smith. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Again, Smith. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To throw is Smith. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun on third down, Smith.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2nd down and 8.
At the 43-yard line.
Once again, it's Irving.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Holding, offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
3rd and 9.
He'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now Smith. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him. Smith. Finding Hunt. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Connecting with Johnson. Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Rolling to his left. And Smith able to move the chains before sliding down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Smith. He gets it to Johnston. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Smith's going to throw it. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So now, after the clutch field goal, he's back out there to boot it away in what's now a tie ball game. Breaks through the contact. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up the chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Finding Hardman, and he will get a good amount of yardage back on 2nd down, but the clock still runs. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Now a deep one for Johnston. And he had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Well, 4 quarters couldn't decide things, so it's on to overtime here as the kick is away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye. We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now a first throw here in overtime. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. It's a pickup of 16 there that'll lead to a new set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. They run out of the gun with Irving. Down to the 25. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Now 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Smith to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Hunt is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, how about this? The very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
Drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it. That field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with. No pun intended, or maybe pun intended. But it doesn't go through, and it ends in a tie.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.